Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, what is going on? It's the Double R Ryster Ryan back here once again. We are on episode 30 of the Losers Lounge podcast. Welcome to the Losers Lounge podcast, and I am kicking off episode 30 of the Losers Lounge podcast. Man, can you believe that already? 30 episodes. Can you believe that? And if you are looking for a Sins video, then you're obviously in the wrong spot. You need to get out of here. But if you are in for a Losers Lounge podcast, then you're in the right spot. And ladies and gentlemen, please welcome, alongside with me, the heelest of Balors, Willie.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? I am back for the number 30th episode of the Losers Lounge podcast, and it's great to be back. What's up, Double R?
Oh, nothing much. You know, same old, same old. So,
All right.
hope everybody's doing good. Now, first off, let me just say, unfortunately, Christian Maracle, KELSEY, and Connor are not going to be able to join us. Of course, Christian was at the Fastlane pay-per-view, so I hope you had a good time. We miss all of you guys, so today for episode 30, it's just going to be me and Willie. But the show must go on. They are here with us in spirit, but anyway, nonetheless, though, it'll be me and Willie doing episode 30 together. But hope all you guys are doing well. We miss y'all very much.
Miss you guys.
All right. So anyway, over the past week, it has been very, very wild. Let me just say that. Yeah, interesting and wild. So anyway, of course, if y'all remember the last episode that we did, Kamikaze came, interrupted, invaded our podcast, and me and Willie made sure this time that Kamikaze will not interrupt our podcast. You can believe that. We made sure, he's not going to interrupt, so we'll be on the lookout if he actually does. But
yeah, we will be on the lookout.
Willie, you got something you want to say about this?
Yeah, Kamikaze, invading our podcast last week was just out of nowhere shocking, calling out Christian Maracle for no reason, calling him a coward and all that BS. And he also made a little video on Twitter backing me, apparently. So I'm going to get you, buddy. The demon's going to come out for you.
Indeed. And let me just say, I didn't really have time to make a video because I was busy doing other stuff, but I'll make a little short message here on this podcast. And Kamikaze, I'm sorry if I didn't make a video. I've actually been doing other stuff, like working, making money, and all that other good stuff. But let me just say this. You interrupt our podcast again, me and you, it's going to be a lot of trouble. I have a little bit of respect for you left, Kamikaze, but if you pull that ever again while I'm with my friends, then really, I'm going to lose respect for you. Don't ever do that. Stay out of our podcast. Stay out of our way.
I made a video on my YouTube channel criticizing you. And apparently it got plenty of views, and the people loved it. So, Kamikaze, that's your only warning. Try that one more time, and there will be words.
You really are that desperate for attention, are you? All I gotta say.
Don't ever try shit like that again.
All I gotta say, Kamikaze, you are really in for that attention, aren't you? But anyway, no, let's not talk about that anymore. Let's talk about Fastlane. So, overall, I gotta say, Fastlane actually exceeded. I was not looking forward to this pay-per-view, but it was actually pretty good. I ain't gonna lie.
I gotta agree with the Double R right there. It was surprisingly a very, very fun pay-per-view.
Yeah, and we know kind of how Fastlane pay-per-views are. Ever since making its debut in 2015, honestly, those pay-per-views Fastlane pay-per-views have not really been the greatest. It's obviously the pay-per-view I'm not looking forward to. It's my least favorite pay-per-view out of the year. But this one was actually pretty good. This might have been the best one so far, honestly.
I gotta agree with that.
Yeah, so was it 8 matches originally? 7 or 8 matches originally?
Yes, originally there were 8 matches
for
the show, and they bumped it up to 3 more apparently. So.
Yeah, so technically overall, including the pre-show match, there was 10 total matches. So, it's really good, really good. All right, so we're obviously going to, we'll talk about the pre-show match as well. But yeah, overall, 10 matches. So anyway, let's get started with the pre-show match. So we had the New Day, Big E and Xavier Woods taking on Rusev and Shinsuke Nakamura. And this was actually a pretty lengthy match. It was about close to 14, 15 minutes, I think. So that wasn't actually bad. So, Willie, what were your thoughts on this pre-show matchup?
It was okay for what it was. Just a regular tag team match. I barely watched it, to be honest, because I was in and out of the room doing my own thing. I really don't pay attention to the pre-shows at all unless it's very important. But with this match, from what I saw, it was a fun match. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah. All right, I gotta say, obviously for me personally, I don't really watch pre-show matchups. I don't even watch the pre-show at all. I think majority part people don't really watch the pre-show, but this ended up being a very good tag team matchup. And I think I believe I had Rusev and Nakamura for the win, but they were defeated by Big E and Xavier Woods, so kind of is what it is. I mean, it seems like Rusev and Nakamura are obviously picking up losses here and there, but yeah, it just is what it is. But overall, I thought it was a really good tag team match, so not bad for a pre-show.
Nope.
All right. So, with the pre-show, what was actually supposed to originally be Andrade versus Rey Mysterio ended up being a fatal four-way match for the U.S. title, which I thought was really awesome. So, that was really good. I wish they had done that sooner, but, it's WWE. What are you going to do? But anyway.
Yeah.
All right. So, now, with that being said, let's move on to the main show. So, starting off with the main show. Oh, man, this one was a good one. All right. We had the SmackDown Tag Team titles. So we had the co-besties, the best tag team in the world, The Miz and Shane McMahon, taking on the SmackDown Tag Team champions, the Usos. So, Willie, what were your thoughts on this opening matchup?
It was a pretty fun match. The shocking end with, of course, the heel turn of Shane McMahon legitimately shocked me. But yeah, overall, it was a really fun match, very fast-paced. The Miz actually did some pretty cool stuff in the match, including a springboard forearm, which is pretty cool. And he got amped up because he was in his hometown, of course. And yeah, Cleveland loved The Miz, and it showed. And he showed some hometown spirit. But in the end, of course, the Usos retained the tag team titles. So overall, I really enjoyed the match. Fun match.
Yeah, I thought it was very good too. Overall, I don't really know which match I liked more, the Chamber one or the Fastlane one, but Fastlane was really good. My favorite part of this whole match was when I believe it was the Shane McMahon on the he's on the top turnbuckle, and then I think it was Jey Uso on the other side. So I think it was Jey, he was about to go for a splash on the Miz, and then Shane McMahon collides with him. I think he was gonna go coast to coast. And he collides with Jey Uso. That was absolutely amazing. That was a great save. And a couple times, I did kind of think that, okay, maybe they might actually get the belts back to the Miz and Shane McMahon, but that didn't prove to be. And for a couple times, I thought that, okay, it's pretty obvious the Miz is going to be the one to turn heel. We knew somebody was going to turn heel. But in the end, it ended up being Shane McMahon. And I thought this was really good. I liked it because it's kind of a total swerve. Nobody really kind of sees, especially now, like Shane McMahon being a heel. But he turned on the Miz. They're keeping the Miz a face. I like it. I honestly like it. It grew heat on Shane McMahon. And the funny part is where he actually he grabs the Miz's dad. And he's I don't know. I just kind of thought that was funny. And it was funny. I found on Twitter, someone's tweet on Twitter. They had tweeted out, I know why Shane McMahon turned heel is because his dad never gives him this kind of love. Which, yeah, that explains the whole heel turn. But yeah, it was shocking. I was expecting the Miz to turn heel because the Miz is just a great heel. He's a great heel.
I was like, okay, here it comes, the heel turn, because I noticed the Miz had his arm wrapped around Shane McMahon, like they were going to embrace, and they were in front of the dad. I'm like, okay, here it comes, and out of nowhere, the Shane McMahon turns heel, which was, shocking to me. So, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. You could lose 1,000 times, but then again, overall, it's Cleveland, so expect to lose. I'm just kidding. But anyway. Yeah. Anyway, after that, so yeah, great matchup. Usos retain. And we're probably getting a ladder match with them and the Hardy Boys at Mania. So if that happens, that's going to be awesome. That's going to be a great match without doubt. All right, anyway, let's move on to the next one. It's the SmackDown Women's title match where we had Mandy Rose taking on the SmackDown Women's Champion, Asuka. Mandy. Overall, I
this
thought
match was okay for what it was. Just a generic SmackDown Women's title match. Throwing Mandy Rose in there. From what she did, I was impressed. I was very impressed. I would much rather have Sonya Deville in that position because I like Sonya more than Mandy. But throwing Mandy Rose in there and giving her title shot, it's pretty cool. And Asuka, Asuka's the women's champion to me right now. Really isn't that interesting. She really hasn't done anything with the belt, in my opinion. But, hopefully they'll build her up with a credible opponent. A credible opponent for WrestleMania.
Yeah. Sadly, as Willie said, okay, I think let's for the month of February, I don't really even think we hardly even saw the SmackDown Women's title. I think the last time, okay, we saw the match with Asuka and Becky Lynch at the Rumble, which was a very good match. But after that, we kind of didn't really see it for quite a few weeks until about now. And honestly, I'll really say this. It's really unpredictable, and it's going to be really interesting to see who's going to face Asuka for the title at Mania, because obviously you got Becky Lynch and Charlotte focusing their attention on Ronda Rousey and the Raw Women's title, which really, it's good and bad in both ways, because this makes it unpredictable on who's going to face Asuka, but at the same time, it's not really pretty much the SmackDown Women's title really isn't going to be all that interesting now with Becky and Charlotte pretty much focused on the Raw Women's title.
Yes. It's going to be a lot more interesting to see who Asuka faces at WrestleMania, which I have my own opinions, but you'll find out when we do the Losers Lounge podcast on WrestleMania. So, there you go.
Definitely. 4 weeks' time. 3 or 4 weeks' time, something like that. And it's going to be a long one. So, anyway, overall, I thought this match was good. I thought Mandy Rose did really well. She's improved a lot. There were some good spots. There was a little bit of sloppy ones. But overall, for the most part, overall, I thought it was good. And the ending, it was kind of odd. I don't really know. Of course, Sonya had the kendo stick, but I don't really know what exactly happened.
Yeah. Okay, apparently from what I saw, Mandy Rose slipped on the apron.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
So, and then that's when Asuka did the spinning heel kick. And god dang.
Yeah.
You talk about spinning heel kick.
Good one. That legitimately caught her in the jaw.
Yeah. I mean, that was crazy. So, really hope Mandy was okay there, but overall, not a bad matchup. I mean, wasn't great, but not a bad matchup either. So, anyway, Asuka retained. And so, then we obviously have backstage Kofi Kingston, the New Day with Vince McMahon. And Vince McMahon says that Kofi Kingston is added to the WWE title match. So, it's a triple threat match. It's up next. And then, and what we thought was the WWE title match ends up being a handicap match. The Balor, Sheamus, and Cesaro versus Kofi Kingston. Yay!
Whoopsie freaking do. You got me there, WWE.
Oh, man, I gotta say, Vince McMahon is one heck of a troll, I gotta say. Because we all fell for it. We all thought it was gonna be the WWE title match. And when this was actually just a trick to get... This is basically Kofi Kingston's punishment, basically is what it is.
If anything, he should have punished Big E and Xavier because they're the ones that barged in. Kofi was the one just standing on the outside waiting for Vince McMahon's call. But apparently Vince was asking for him to come in. He's like, where are you? I asked you for you. It's like, dude, then why did you have some producer tell Kofi to wait outside? Freaking idiot.
Yeah,
doesn't make any sense.
Okay, he was waiting. I think he said he was waiting for an hour. And, Vince McMahon, okay, so was he on the phone the whole time?
Yeah, Vince was on the phone.
Shoot. And, pretty much the door was unlocked, okay, screw it. Big E and Xavier was screw it, let's just freaking go in.
Yeah.
But, yeah, of course, the Bar defeated Kofi Kingston and... Yeah. And what we're going to call a punishment match, but yeah.
Yeah, it was basically punishment.
Yeah, so that's that. All right. Next up, let's talk about I think a very good matchup in my opinion. Triple threat tag team match for the Raw tag team titles. We got Chad Root, or my bad, Chad Gable and Bobby Roode, because they look alike now. They have the same attire. They look alike. All right, we got Jesus and God. I'm just kidding. Chad Gable and Bobby Roode versus Aleister Black and Ricochet versus the Raw tag team champions, the Revival. I thought this was a pretty good matchup. Kind of happy to finally see the Raw tag team titles finally get defended on a pay-per-view for once, and not the pre-show.
Yeah.
So, Willie, what were your thoughts over this matchup?
I enjoyed it for what it was, especially with Aleister Black and Ricochet being in there. Of course, with them being my two favorite NXT stars outside of Undisputed Era or anybody like that. It was a really fun match. Thank God they haven't watered down Ricochet just yet, or Aleister Black in that matter. But everyone got in there and did their thing. But me and the Revival retained the tag team titles in a very, very cool shadow machine, which is pretty cool. I loved it.
Yeah. Hey, I thought overall this was pretty good. Ricochet, my God. Like he had some amazing spots.
Oh, Ricochet, my goodness.
And it was pretty obvious that Chad Gable and Bobby Roode were added to this match to protect Aleister Black and Ricochet.
Yes.
So, who knows what happens, what's going to happen the next few weeks for Mania, the Raw tag team titles. If Aleister Black and Ricochet are still going to be a tag team, we'll just kind of see what happens. I honestly, personally, I don't really mind this tag team, but I kind of like them better as singles competitors. But let's just hope to God they don't bury Aleister Black and Ricochet. These are two huge talents. They really, these guys are amazing, and I hope to God that WWE does not bury them on the main roster.
We said about the last NXT call-ups. Look what happened to them. We haven't seen EC3 in like 3 weeks, I believe.
Yeah, EC3, Lacey Evans. Sure, you can even add Lars Sullivan, right. But yeah, of course, Lacey Evans. I mean,
heavy machinery, just
yeah, heavy machinery. Yeah. So it's like, really.
We haven't even seen Lars Sullivan.
Yeah, like really. Remember the whole thing when they were saying he would coming soon. What do you call those? Vigilance or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like they kind of hold back on him. So yeah, like this kind of whole thing. When you do NXT call-ups, I mean, I don't really think they should be doing like so many at a time, because I think that's just kind of stupid, and I think it needs to be spread out a little bit more. Like, don't really have like so many call-ups at one time, because I feel like you're just kind of going all over the place. Like, there's no real creative control or direction whatsoever. So that's just my whole thing, and I hope they don't really ruin Black or Ricochet. But anyway, overall, I gotta say this Raw Tag Team title match was really good. I'm happy the Revival won. Very nice ending. I loved it. So, great Raw Tag Team title match. So, we'll see what happens for the Raw Tag Team titles at Mania. It's going to be real interesting.
Indeed.
So, anyway, after that great Raw Tag Team title match, we move to a Fatal 4-Way match for the U.S. title in what was originally supposed to be Andrade versus Rey Mysterio on the kickoff show. Turned into a Fatal 4-Way match for the U.S. title, which I love. Great choice. Great change up. Rey Mysterio versus R-Truth versus Andrade versus the U.S. champion Samoa Joe. So, obviously Samoa Joe last week, as we're doing this podcast, it's Tuesday. So last week Samoa Joe won the United States title in pretty much a Fatal 4-Way match. And this is pretty much just a rematch. So, yeah, I was kind of hoping that they would have saved Samoa Joe's title victory for Fastlane, but overall, it is what it is. I'm happy that Samoa Joe is finally U.S. champion. Very well deserved after 2 long years. He's finally got a title in WWE, so very awesome. I'm happy for him. Willie, what were your thoughts on this Fatal 4-Way match?
It was okay. Actually, it was very, very fun. There were a few spots that I loved. There was I think a miscommunication between Mysterio and Almas, which was kind of funny. I think someone botched the pin. there was a cool suicide dive from Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe's suicide dive. People say it's like a refrigerator coming towards you. Like, he is that athletic, you know. But, you have Mysterio in there doing his thing. Mysterio's like in his 40s. He acts like he's like in his 20s again. Holy crap.
Oh, yeah.
And you got Andrade Cien Almas taunting Eddie Guerrero, which is pretty cool. And there's of course, we got Zelina Vega and Carmella getting involved too, which is pretty cool.
Woo!
And, yeah. But in the end, Samoa Joe killed Rey Mysterio, I think.
Yeah, like Rey Mysterio's going to go for the frog splash.
Rey just went to sleep. Legit, I think. Like, yeah, he wasn't in the hole. Like, Joe had him in the hole for like a few seconds. You see Mysterio just like start selling. He's like,
I know, that's funny.
Passes out already. I was like,
oh, god dang. Yeah, let's talk about the cat fight match. Woo!
Let's talk about it. It was pretty cool for what it was. I was legit thinking that Carmella was gonna like somehow just lay her hands on Andrade or like give him a kick or whatever, but like it didn't happen.
Yeah.
It wasn't cool.
Yeah, like Andrade and R-Truth were so focused on that, like literally, they almost lost an opportunity. And like when they saw
them, basically.
Who was it that went for that pin, and like they're like, oh shoot, they go back into the ring and focus on the match.
I believe that was Mysterio and Andrade. I was gonna say Truth. I think it was Andrade and Rey, because actually I think someone botched the pin. Someone legit botched the pin, I think, or something. Someone botched something. And I saw Mysterio almost looking like, wait, that's not the finish. You know?
Yeah.
Rey's like, what are you doing?
Well, I think that's just kind of natural to happen in, like, Fatal 4-Way matches and stuff like that. Especially if you have, like, Fatal 4-Way tag team match. I mean...
Oh, dude.
Like, I mean, pretty much botches are expected to happen. But, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Overall, I thought this match was incredible. I mean, good God. Rey Mysterio, I mean, he is the freaking GOAT. I mean, I don't know how old he is. I think he's, like... How old is he? Like 44, 45?
Yeah, Rey's in his 40s, I believe. I believe he's 42, 43.
God dang. That boy can still go.
I know he's around the same age as Batista.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's crazy.
We'll talk about Monday Night Raw probably at the end of this.
Yeah,
there's something I want to talk about.
Oh, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, if you saw Monday Night Raw this past week, you know Willie. He's about to unleash something. And you know what it is.
Yeah.
You know what it is, but we'll say that for later.
Because I'm not happy about what happened on Raw last night.
Yeah, we'll get to that later, but let's finish up the rest of the Fastlane. All right, next up. Are y'all ready? All right, get ready. Get your tissues ready, because this was our sneeze break. Golly, okay. Anyway. Tag team title match for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. We had Nia Jax and Tamina versus the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, Boston Hug Connection, or Team Boring and Bullshit, as Christian would say.
Team Boring and Bullshit. I call them Team Samoan Slaughterhouse or Team Samoan Steakhouse or anything like that. God, I can't stand that tag team.
Yeah. Nia Jax and Tamina versus Bayley and Sasha Banks. And this was another short match. But yeah,
I didn't even watch it.
Pretty much, I was pretty much in the kitchen getting food. I come back and the match was already over. I already see Beth Phoenix.
I was walking outside. No, I was walking around, literally waiting for the match to end. I didn't even watch it. But when I came in during the ending, I see Nia Jax and Tamina woman handling Beth Phoenix. So I'm like, what the heck is going on?
Yeah.
Seconds later, you got Natalya running out. I'm like, what the heck is going on? It was so weird.
I mean, this matchup was so predictable.
I did not watch that match.
This match was so predictable. Like, it was obvious they were going to retain.
Predictable. We'll talk about that at the end, of course.
Yeah. It was pretty crazy. Beth Phoenix, she hits Tamina, and then Nia Jax comes from behind. Yeah. But yeah, Nia Jax and Tamina just pretty much manhandling Beth Phoenix, and then here comes Natalya to try to make a save. We got Natalya, the Divas of Doom.
It was so awkward. They got destroyed, basically. It was pretty funny to me.
Yeah, so yeah, the Divas of Doom are back.
The commentators saying, like, oh my God, can she lift Nia Jax? I'm like, she lifted her at the Royal Rumble last year, you freaking idiot. God. We're not stupid. My God.
So yeah, pretty much we have the Divas of Doom back.
Yep.
So pretty much from what I'm hearing.
Excuse me. If you don't know who the Divas of Doom are, go check out some of the videos on YouTube, man. You're gonna see some weird stuff with those two, I swear.
I think now we should probably start calling the Women of Doom, since Divas are no longer
the
a
Women
thing.
Of Doom.
But yeah.
The Women of Doom. That sounds a lot more intimidating. Better than the Samoan Shithouse or the Samoan Slaughterhouse.
The Samoan Shithouse and the Boring and Bullshit.
Team Boring and Bullshit.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, this is hilarious. But anyway, yeah, that was our sneeze break. So pretty much.
Fangirls and fanboys.
Pretty much, yeah, like pretty much the whole reason I found out is like, from what I'm hearing is like they're trying to bring back like women's teams, like kind of from the past, like for the women's tag team titles. But
God, I know what that means.
If we have the Divas of Doom back, can we get back Lay Cool?
Lay Cool is fine. I can deal with Lay Cool.
Give
me a rematch between them and the Iconics.
Yes. Oh God, yeah.
It's the promo segment. My gosh, like I can see WWE bringing back the Iconics. Excuse me, the Iconics. I can see WWE bringing back. Of course, you got Divas of Doom are back. Or I mean, the Women of Doom. Lay Cool. You can bring back the Bella Twins for one night only. And just build this entire thing up to have a multi-women match at WrestleMania for the tag team titles or whatever.
Heck, even bring back Trish Stratus and Lita if you want to.
Yeah, go right ahead, whatever. You need some legends. Bring down some NXT people like the Sky Pirates. Don't bring in Jessamine Duke or Marina Shafir because they're garbage, but, you know, that's my opinion there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So that was a pretty cool moment. I ain't gonna lie. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, just a quick note. Sorry if you can't really hear Willie's audio that well. I apologize. I have it up as best I can. I tried something new because last time I know when I did this, the audio didn't pick up that well. So hopefully you guys can hear it. But if not, if you can't hear it that well, apologize. I'm sorry. But just try to do the best we can. So anyway, anyway, now next up, I thought this was a really dang good match, triple threat match for the WWE Championship. It wasn't Kofi Kingston. It was Mustafa Ali versus Kofi Kingston, Kevin Owens versus Kofi Kingston. No, never mind. The eco-friendly champion, vegan title, whatever you want to call it. The champion, Daniel Bryan. Mustafa Ali versus Kevin Owens versus Daniel Bryan. Triple threat match for the WWE Championship or the eco-friendly title, whatever you want to say. This match was freaking good. Let's talk about how freaking good this triple threat match. And the crowd...
Before we get to the negatives.
Yeah.
We'll get to the negatives in a minute. Let's talk about the positives.
Yeah. Let me just say, Mustafa Ali, he was freaking incredible. This match almost went to 20 minutes. Mustafa Ali was freaking incredible. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I mean...
You talk about 18 minutes, 45 seconds.
I mean, let me just say this. Like, that whole ending... That ending finish was absolutely sick.
Dude, that ending finish had me jumping out of my seat. Holy crap. My man Daniel Bryan almost killed Mustafa Ali with his knee. Good lord.
My God. Like, I don't know what exactly move that is. I don't know if it's like a turnaround crossbody. Like, whatever he was trying to go.
Crossbody. Bryan catches him with a vicious flying knee. I was like, oh, God.
Oh, my God. Like that is incredible.
Then you had Kevin Owens. That spot where Kevin Owens was doing, I believe, a suicide dive or something like that. His head came so close to hitting the announce table. So close. Go back and watch it. Like, he did some kind of move where it was Mustafa Ali or Daniel Bryan, I can't remember. He jumped over the top rope, and his head was so close to hitting the announce table. Like, oh my gosh, scary.
Yeah. I mean, that match was absolutely incredible. Amazing spots all around. That finish was
match of the night to me.
Yeah, that finish was absolutely incredible. And let's talk about the marks on Daniel Bryan's chest. Oh my God, after that match.
Gosh.
So yeah, anybody that says that wrestling is fake, explain that. Explain that. Explain all the red marks and stuff.
Yeah, explain all that. Explain all what these guys do in that ring. Yeah, it's fake. Explain what the barbed wire and the table is from back in the day. Explain the pain that these guys go through. Yeah, it's fake, sure.
Like, and even the ones that say it's fake, obviously probably couldn't do a simple wrestling move like a suplex.
Bingo.
But yeah. Now, let's talk about this. Now, I understand where people are coming from, but when Mustafa Ali entered this matchup, when he was the third man, we all thought it was Kofi Kingston. The crowd was really pissed off. They wanted to see Kofi Kingston. Cleveland started chanting, Kofi, Kofi. Guys, let me say this. You're not looking at the big picture. Kofi Kingston is going to get his moment. More than likely, it's going to come at Mania. And I understand people have a right to be upset. You know, they do have a right to be upset. But, guys, it's happening. It's going to happen at Mania. Just have some patience. Yes, I know Cleveland's probably upset they didn't get to see Kofi Kingston in the WWE title match. But look at the brighter picture. It means it's going to happen at Mania, which I'm happy with. So, guys, you got to stop really complaining about Kofi Kingston, not being in this matchup. I mean, yeah, Mustafa Ali, he actually does deserve one. I don't think he ever got a shot at Daniel Bryan because if you look back, I believe it was in January.
Mustafa's better than Kofi Kingston.
Mustafa Ali defeated Daniel Bryan. He defeated Daniel Bryan before he got hurt. He never did I don't think he ever did get a shot at the title.
No, and that was supposed to be Mustafa Ali's story.
And people were, I had a few people on Twitter that DM'd me. They even messaged me. I even saw on Twitter, like, what has Mustafa Ali done to even earn this?
What has Kofi Kingston done to earn this opportunity either? What's that? Compete in the gauntlet match? Okay, whatever. Give me a break.
I mean, Mustafa Ali's time is going to come too.
Like, I got a few opinions on this as well. Mustafa Ali, I understand he is new. Very new to the main roster. But Kofi Kingston, man, I don't know where this whole underdog storyline came from. Where were you people in 2007? Where were you when he made his debut? Where were you guys in 2009 when he was hot and feuding with Randy Orton? That is when he should have got the WWE title shot. Not now in 2019. Kofi Kingston, right now, in my opinion, I'm a huge fan of Kofi Kingston. I love his work, and I love what he does in the ring. One of my favorite members of the New Day. But come on, man. This has got to stop. And people are saying this is the Daniel Bryan storyline from 2014. Let me tell you something here, guys. It is not even close to the Daniel Bryan storyline that we got in 2014 with Daniel Bryan feuding with the Authority. You people, I swear to God.
No.
Oh, yeah. And you people booing Mustafa Ali because he's not Kofi Kingston. And I understand people have their opinions and people have a right to be upset with everything. But, God, you people are freaking morons. I swear. You people are freaking morons for doing that. But, whatever. It's all good. Y'all can go ahead. Kofi's probably going to get a shot at Mandy and he's probably going to lose. Just shut y'all up. I hope Daniel Bryan remains champion until SummerSlam. Because I think the right person who should be taking the WWE Championship off of him is The Miz. Not Kofi Kingston, in my opinion. Even though I love the guy.
You bring up a valid point right there. You bring up a valid point.
I do.
Because really honestly, okay, let's talk about this.
All right.
Let's go back to 2014 or 2015. I think it was 2014 actually, when Kofi Kingston, the whole New Day became a thing.
New Day came around 2015.
Really, nobody really actually even kind of really, like, a lot of people didn't really hate, like, they didn't really like the New Day. They thought it was stupid. But as years went on, they started to like them.
Awkwardness.
But really, nobody really ever, kind of even saw these guys, like, really honestly, well, I wouldn't really say that, but nobody was even really, it kind of, okay, it's the New Day. Like, they're obviously no longer going to be in the main title picture or anything. They're only probably going to be a mid-card at best. And they're obviously focused on the tag team matches. But really, honestly, you make a great point. 2009. Let me talk about that rivalry with Randy Orton. That was absolutely incredible. I mean, that was pretty much hardcore right there. And I really think at that moment, I think Kofi Kingston should have got a WWE title shot. Or at least something like that.
Fact. And now people are going to say Mustafa Ali isn't ready yet. I understand that. He already got his freaking shot. He'll probably get another one in the future. But Kofi Kingston now in 2019, now you want him in the main event spot just because he ran some gauntlet match that originally Mustafa Ali was supposed to be in? I swear. Wrestling fans are freaking morons.
Not all of you. Not all of you. Not all of you, of course.
To hijack the crap, to hijack the match just because a certain individual is not in it. Come on, man. This is the Becky Lynch story, kind of, with everyone hijacking a match because a certain wrestler is not in it. Get over it. God.
You know, that's just kind of the whole.
Make the product work. Chill out and be patient.
Yeah, I mean, like I'm a huge fan of Kofi Kingston, and I think he's definitely long overdue for a WWE title shot. I hope he gets it at Mania. I really do.
He's probably going to get his shot, and he's probably going to lose. Then he's going to move on to his own.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, heck, we saw that last year at Mania. But yeah, I think guys like Big E, I think is very underrated. I think he could definitely be WWE champion materials someday.
People are overlooking Xavier Woods.
Yeah, Xavier Woods.
Kofi and Big E. My real favorite member of the New Day, I know it's like Kofi Kingston, but my actual real favorite of the New Day, Kofi's number 2. My first favorite member of the New Day is Xavier Woods.
Up, up, down, down.
I love Xavier Woods. Up, up, down, down, baby. Best friends with Kenny Omega, too, so gotta shout out Kenny Omega. But yeah, people are really overlooking Xavier Woods. Like, the guy has talent. The guy, in my opinion, can speak on the mic, can wrestle. And of course, he doesn't have the body type that Vince McMahon likes. He's a big, sweaty man thing that he likes in wrestlers. But come on, man. Xavier Woods has it. Come on. Don't overlook Xavier Woods. Don't count him out, man.
Yeah.
Kofi's going to get a shot, people. Just be patient. Ride the momentum to Kofi Mania, wherever they're calling this stuff. And the dream will be ended by Daniel Bryan, I hope.
I would not at all be surprised by that, but shattered dreams. But anyway, yeah, so after that...
Let's move on.
Yeah, after a great triple threat match. So, 2 more matches remaining. Alright, so then we go on to Becky Lynch versus Charlotte Flair. Now, if Becky Lynch wins, she will be added back into the Raw Women's title match at WrestleMania 35. I mean, isn't this Becky Lynch's match? Like, she won the Royal Rumble. Like, am I losing memory or something? Like, is it just me, or am I kind of losing memory? Because I'm pretty sure Becky Lynch won the Royal Rumble. I was there live.
Yeah,
I was sitting first row.
So, did she win the Royal Rumble, or did something magical happen in the WWE universe? I don't know what's going on, because apparently WWE wants to tell not only the Stone Cold Steve Austin storyline, but the Daniel Bryan storyline too. Doesn't make any sense right now. Enough with the knee selling, Becky. Enough. Enough is enough. I've had it.
I will say this about it. Like, really, honestly, this storyline has been really kind of sloppy in my opinion. Okay, so okay, well, we'll get to that in a minute, but let's talk about the matchup. Okay.
All right, let's talk about it.
Obviously, Becky Lynch did a really good job at selling the knee, of course. And like Charlotte Flair pretty much just got like majority of the part. It was just mainly Charlotte Flair just messing around with Becky Lynch. Like, it's like, oh, come on, you can swing harder than that. Like, you know,
fight me.
Just stuff like that. And then Ronda Rousey comes running down to the ring. And like literally, I don't even know why. Okay, like she goes into the ring, and really this is the funny part. Okay, she makes like this weird jump. And it's really funny. Yeah. She makes like this real goofy jump, and then like punches Becky Lynch right in the midsection. But I thought that, oh my god, that jump by Ronda Rousey was just freaking hilarious. She was just like, woo! Like, and so pretty much that was it. I'm like, wow. Like,
oh my god, Ronda coming out.
Here's kind of
okay. Oh my god.
Go ahead, Willie.
No, what you got? Like, I'm just laughing at how stupid this match was. Oh my god.
Yeah, that ending was just really. I mean, yeah, like we're all happy Becky Lynch is in the match now. It was her match to begin with, but here's how I would have done it better. Okay, you need to at least have something like this. Okay, Charlotte versus Becky Lynch. At least it made this match clean. At least made Becky Lynch win clean.
Yeah.
At least. And then you could have had Ronda Rousey come out and attack both of them, continuing her heel run, which I think she's doing an amazing job so far. But yeah, that is one goofy, stupid ending right there. I mean, like that's what's making this whole storyline a mess. Like, okay, originally, all right, let's go back to the Royal Rumble. My predictions for the Royal Rumble, I predicted this, that, okay, if they wanted to do this triple threat match, that they needed to have Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair both win the Royal Rumble and be co-winners. Because, you know, at least that would give Charlotte Flair a reason of being in this match in the first place. Yeah. It's like, okay, Becky Lynch broke the rules, but Charlotte Flair, we still got Charlotte Flair, so we don't need you, Becky Lynch. So Charlotte Flair has a reason she won too. You know.
Yeah.
You could have done it that way, but, I mean, oh my god, like, it's just been a real messy storyline. I hope they kind of fix it up in the next couple of weeks. But, yeah, I mean, I'm happy. I mean, I much rather would have liked to have seen Becky Lynch versus Ronda Rousey, but a triple threat match will still be good. I mean, what are you going to do? Yeah, so let's just be happy Becky Lynch is still in this matchup. I mean, we could have gotten pissed off and...
My little opinions on the match, for what it was sloppy. It was so sloppy. All it was Charlotte just taunting Becky. Becky barely got her moves in. He had Ronda come out and just attack Charlotte. Or was it Becky or Charlotte she attacked? I can't remember which one she attacked.
I think she attacked Becky Lynch. Ronda?
She attacked Was it Charlotte or Becky she attacked?
No, it was Becky. Like she punched Becky.
Okay.
And then like she left after that. She left after that.
Yeah, the match was just so sloppy. My God, it was just Charlotte taunting, and then Ronda comes out and do her thing, and then she pointed at the WrestleMania sign like last year. But this match was just terrible in my opinion.
Yeah.
They tried, it didn't work out, and this whole storyline is a mess. I can't wait for it to be over. I can't wait for it to be over. And enough with the knee selling. Please, enough with this knee selling with Becky Lynch. I'm going to talk about all that when we get to the WrestleMania podcast. But for now, enough with the knee selling, Becky. Enough. It's been 2 months since the Royal Rumble. It's time to give that stuff up. Come on, get back to crutch. Put the knee brace away. Enough. I've had it. Enough. That's all I got to say about that match. Becky Lynch wins. What do you freaking do?
Yep. So anyway, after that, so now we come to the main event, and which was the longest match of the night. It's a 6-man tag team match. Baron Corbin, Bobby Lashley, and Drew McIntyre versus last time ever, The Shield.
Oh boy, for what this match was, it was enjoyable. I liked it.
Yeah.
Roman's back. It was cool to see Roman back. Last time ever. They kept saying it, building up to this match. Last time ever. Like, we get it. The last time ever. And, it was just a regular Shield match, in my opinion. There were some cool spots. In this match, but it was just a regular Shield match. It was their return, and nobody expected them to lose anyway. So, yeah, it's cool. It's great to see Roman Reigns back.
Yeah, same here. I always love the Shield entrance. I will say that. I always love the Shield entrance. The Shield are obviously one of my favorite trios. Not my favorite trio, but one of my favorite trios, obviously. But overall, this matchup was really good. I wasn't really all that looking forward to this match, but this matchup delivered. I would say it's amazing spots all around. Seth Rollins diving from like the stands, the rails, and I forgot who he landed on, but it's just like the same move he did with against Evolution back in 2014. That was amazing.
Yes. Oh, heck yeah.
Drew McIntyre being put through an announce table, and then Baron Corbin pretty much knew he was screwed at that point, and then boom, triple powerbomb.
Oh yeah.
It's over. And what was a 25-minute match. 25-minute main event match.
Yep.
And very great ending. I will say that.
Oh, heck yeah.
So really nothing bad to complain about this. I thought the heel team did very good. Being for what it was worth. But yeah, overall, I thought this was really cool. And we'll see what happens Still don't know the whole Dean Ambrose situation. We don't know. Like I said, I'm not gonna say. Me and Will are not gonna say. Oh, he's guaranteed he's gonna resign. He's guaranteed he's gonna leave. We don't know. We don't know.
Nobody knows.
We're not gonna know until
I
probably
don't care.
sometime in April, because that's when his contract's due to expire. So we'll see what happens. But overall, let's enjoy that moment. I'm enjoying that moment.
Same.
That was really awesome. So anyway, yeah. And that pretty much ends Fastlane. So overall, I gave this about a 7 out of 10. Wasn't the best, but it wasn't bad either.
I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10, only because of a few matches, which were Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch, and Asuka and Mandy Rose. Other than that, it was a really fun pay-per-view. Cool ending with the Shield. Great WWE Championship match. And everything else was just okay, in my opinion. Good pay-per-view, but, wasn't the best. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. So far, I gotta say, 2019 has been looking really good so far. Let's hope they keep it up with good storylines and everything. Let's hope at least for a good WrestleMania, obviously. But yeah, so far, I've loved all 3 pay-per-views so far for this year. Let's hope for a lot of good more pay-per-views this year.
Got the big one coming up next, Birthday Mania, baby.
Indeed.
Can't wait.
Indeed. All right. So anyway, after we have finished up with Fastlane. So after that, let's talk. Okay, as we're recording this, like I said, this is Tuesday, so obviously SmackDown Live hasn't happened yet. So,
nope.
But Monday Night Raw has, and let's talk about Monday Night Raw. Obviously I thought it was a good episode, but let's talk about something that has really made Willie very, very upset. A lot of people were upset, pissed off.
Everyone's pissed off. I think there's big things in store for him.
Yeah.
What are we talking about, folks?
Let's talk about...
And Finn Balor.
Yeah, let's talk about that Intercontinental Championship match. Bobby Lashley got a rematch.
Triple H and Batista a little bit.
Yeah.
We'll talk about the ending. We'll talk about 3 things.
The Intercontinental title rematch. Bobby Lashley versus Finn Balor. Willie, the floor is all yours. Go ahead.
All right, thank you, Double R. Overall, the match was fun. It was good until Leo Rush. Okay, wait. I kind of knew something was going to happen. I knew Leo Rush was somehow going to interfere about. I didn't know how it was going to happen. He comes out and he's in a hood. He's ringing the ring bell to distract Finn. Finn goes right for a springboard or whatever. Gets caught in the air with a spear. 1, 2, 3. After 3 weeks. After 3 weeks of build-up. After 3 weeks of treating my boy with niceness and with Lynch respect, you take the Intercontinental Championship off of him for no reason at all? Really, you put it back on the guy he just won it from 3 weeks ago. And I know you're thinking, oh, he pinned Leo Rush to win the freaking title. I don't freaking care. I don't care. That title doesn't need to be around Bobby Lashley's waist. Bobby Lashley is garbage. Bobby Lashley is irrelevant. Bobby Lashley is not an interesting wrestler. He's a great MMA fighter, but he's not a great professional wrestler in my opinion. And there's Leo Rush, who's his mouthpiece, because the guy can't freaking talk. You took the Intercontinental Championship off of Finn Balor for what reason? And I understand there's probably some big things in store for him, and I probably know what those things are. But taking the Intercontinental Championship off of Finn Balor was a stupid move, and I freaking lost it last night when the 3 count hit. I freaking lost it. You had the audacity to take it off him for no reason, in my opinion. Oh, but they're building him up for someone bigger. He could have done with the Intercontinental Championship. He could have done an Intercontinental title open challenge at WrestleMania or whatever. It's just freaking stupid, Vince. God, all the anger that I have built up last night just got unleashed. It was unleashed last night because I was so pissed off. For no reason at all, you took the Intercontinental Championship from Finn Balor. Disgusting. You made me sick. You made me freaking sick, WWE. Just stupid move. Freaking stupid move. Stupid. God. Other people are probably thinking, oh, this is going to bring back the Demon. This is going to bring back the Demon. Why would the Demon go after Bobby Lashley? Oh, he wants his title back. You're not going to bring the Demon back for Bobby Lashley? That's stupid. God. Think. Think, people. Think. The Demon doesn't need to come back for Bobby Lashley. Ridiculous, man. I don't need to see the Demon and Bobby Lashley at Birthday Mania at all. If you're bringing the Demon back for Bobby Lashley, that's a waste of the Demon. The Demon needs to be brought back for someone, let's just say, a little bit more worthy. That's all I'm going to say. Not Bobby Lashley. No way. Lashley can go off and feud with, I don't know, Leo Rush, for God's sake. I don't know. That's all I got. That's all I got, man. Screw you, WWE.
Willie, great rant. Great rant.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it. I've been waiting to get that unleashed. Stupid move. I'm so pissed off.
Yeah. Let me just say this. I'll even go on a rant too, because I love Finn Balor, and I was very happy. Okay. It was about what, almost, was about 2.5 years since he last held a WWE title.
Yes, the last title he held was the Universal Championship.
Yeah. And then, so I was there, as I said before. Many of you guys probably remember, I was there at Elimination Chamber, and I saw Finn Balor win the Intercontinental Championship. And, of course, you can see in my blog, I freaking marked out. I was happy. I was wearing a Finn Balor shirt, BCE4E.
So was I.
Yeah, I was freaking happy. I marked out and everything. Sure, I even did WWE Shop Shots with that shirt.
Mm-hmm.
And I was about to do another one with the Intercontinental Championship, the Intercontinental Champion, as he says. And I thought, okay, this could be a very good run. They finally did it. Yeah. They finally put it on a babyface, because since we had like so many heel champions. But you literally, like, 3 weeks. He's holding for 3 weeks. And you give it back to Bobby Lashley, because why? Like, okay, if you're going to do that, then what was the freaking point of even giving it to Finn Balor in the first place?
You better have something big planned in store for Balor. If you're taking the Intercontinental Championship away from him, you better have someone big in store for him.
Is it gonna be the Undertaker versus Demon Finn?
That's what I think.
I think that'd be a good match.
It's either gonna be Undertaker or it's gonna be somebody else. People are saying it's gonna be Kurt Angle. Really? Kurt Angle? Kurt Angle can barely move in the freaking ring.
Yeah.
Oh God, you want him in against Finn Balor? Give me a break. Yeah, I know.
But yeah.
He doesn't need to reclaim the Intercontinental Championship as the Demon either. I already explained that.
But yeah, like, this is so stupid. And let me say another thing. Bobby Lashley, like, okay, let's talk about Elimination Chamber. Bobby Lashley attacked Leo Rush after the match. He blamed Leo Rush. Yeah. And I thought, okay, yeah, they're going to split now. Apparently that wasn't the case.
Yeah, I just realized that. What was the whole point of that? Of them splitting up an Elimination Chamber only to reunite 3 weeks later? It doesn't make any freaking sense. But what are we talking about? This is the WWE. Nothing makes sense in this company. So,
yeah, and you wonder why people want to leave. Let's talk about Gallows and Anderson. They're reportedly not going to resign.
Yeah, apparently their contracts are coming up. Good. You got Nakamura's contract coming up. I hope he doesn't resign. And for people who are saying, oh, I hope they go to AEW. AEW isn't everything, people. Let it go.
We don't know for sure.
Like, come on, man. I hope to be honest, I hope Balor leaves. I hope he leaves, because I'll go anywhere he goes. Anywhere.
And watch when they finally say that, they'll actually put a title on them.
They will. They'll put the WWE Championship on them.
And this is, okay, let me say this, Willie. Let me say this. This is the whole thing I was talking about with the whole NXT call-ups. If you don't have any creative control or direction for that superstar or that NXT talent when he comes up, or when he's on the main roster, if you don't know what to do with him, then keep him in NXT. Don't bring him up yet. Obviously, this time's not right. Obviously, it's not the time for it to bring him up. That's the whole thing. That was really kind of good about the brand split. Okay, it gave a lot more opportunities. But when you have so many superstars get caught up at once, or on a roster at the same time, it's a freaking mess. You're not going to be able to get all those superstars in, like, okay, a 3-hour, 2-hour period. And then let's also talk about hot potatoing a title. I mean, yeah, I'm okay with that, but it depends on how it is. Obviously, the thing I hate about hot potatoing with the title is that it doesn't make a title reign memorable. I want title reigns to be memorable, like have a little bit of length.
Yeah, I'm not going to remember Balor's title reign at all. All I'm going to remember is him losing. Oh, him fighting Leo Rush. I don't care. You've done my boy dirty. I hope you freaking repay him at WrestleMania. I swear to God. If I see the Demon against Bobby Lashley, if that's what you're bringing the Demon back for, then you might as well get rid of the freaking gimmick of the Demon. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Quit hot potatoing championships. Quit taking championships off of people who actually deserve them. Look, you gave Seth Rollins. I know Seth Rollins is a big topic on the Losers Lounge. But in this case, we're going to be nice to Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins, you had him hold the Intercontinental Championship. His first run was fine.
Yeah.
Had him hold it for a few months. Then he dropped it to Dolph Ziggler at SummerSlam. What did
No,
he
he it was the night after Money in the Bank where he lost it to
Bank, yeah,
Ziggler.
right.
Yeah.
Okay, you lost to Ziggler after Money in the Bank. Let me rephrase that. You had to give him a hot streak with the Intercontinental. That was the Intercontinental title run. That's what I thought you were going to do with Balor. But you didn't do that. You see Finn Balor, you see Cruiserweight WWE, and it's sickening. What are you going to do? You already got Ricochet on the main roster. You already got him. When is Vince going to see him as a Cruiserweight? He does the flippy stuff. He does the athletic stuff that the Cruiserweights do. When are you going to see him as a Cruiserweight? When is Vince going to see him as a Cruiserweight? He probably didn't see him as a Cruiserweight now. Wait until he sees him. Give him a break.
You know, and that's the whole thing. Like, when you don't have creative control or creative direction, superstars are going to get upset and they're going to ask for their release.
Here's a good example of people who they need to be careful with. Undisputed Era.
Oh, yeah. I'm not worried so much about Adam Cole, but the other three, I'm kind of a little bit scared of.
Adam Cole's going to be fine. He's
because
going to be
obviously,
WWE champion by the end of the year.
Obviously, you see at wrestling events, people will go, Adam Cole, baby. So that obviously means that he should be okay. Vince should know that. But the other three, oh my God, I'm worried to death. I hope they do not bury those three.
I am legitimately scared.
Because they are good talent. I mean, obviously they're not main event talent to Vince, obviously, but they can be very good talent.
No, they're not main event
talent.
For tag
team
and
far,
in my opinion.
You know, even cruiserweight talent.
Adam Cole is main event of Ring of Honor stuff. That's Ring of Honor. That's real wrestling. This is the WWE, man. But as we're going with Undisputed Era, you know, we got Red Dragon, Kyle O'Reilly, and Bobby Fish. I think they'll be fine in the tag team division. That's where they belong. Team those two up.
Also.
You got, what you got?
Also, and I hope to God, that I want him in NXT for a little while longer, but I hope to God, when they bring up Velveteen Dream, they do not screw him up.
They will, probably. I wouldn't be surprised.
I mean, hey, they kind of did that to Asuka.
I wouldn't be surprised.
They do it to everybody.
Oh, Ryan, here's a good example. Here's a good example of mistreated talent and kind of a misfortunate accident. Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano.
Yeah.
Tommaso Ciampa has had to have neck surgery. He's going to be out for about 6 months. 2 to 6 months.
Possibly even close to a year.
Thank God it's not for a freaking year. That's what I say. Thank God it's not for a year. Thank God.
But he's kind of had something like this before. A couple years ago.
Yeah, he was out for
I think it was in 2017. I want to say it was.
Yeah, 2017.
That wasn't a year. It wasn't a year, but it was like 6 months or something like that.
6 months. Okay. Yeah. Same thing with this injury. He's gonna have to relinquish the title, which is sad. They're probably gonna do some tournament NXT Takeover New York or whatever, and they'll probably have either Johnny or Adam Cole win the title. I don't know what they're gonna do with that, but it's an example of mistreated talent. With I understand it was an accident. It's wrestling. What can you do? But you called up these guys for literally no reason. Vince called up these guys to prove to Triple H that he can apparently handle NXT talent. Give me a break. You can't handle NXT talent. You can't. The only good example of NXT talent, in my opinion, that you have taken care of so far, in my opinion, Seth Rollins. You've taken care of... Who else have they taken care of, Brian, from NXT that we've seen so far?
They have taken care of... who else? I want to say it was... Of course, Seth Rollins, of course, obviously. I think Kevin Owens.
Kevin Owens, yes.
Sami Zayn's another one. He still hasn't even won a title yet.
Nah.
Which is kind of sad.
They took care of Balor until he got hurt.
Yeah. Let's see, who else? I'm trying to think. Hang on.
There's so many people, we'll probably be here all day thinking about them, but there's just a good example of mistreated talent that Vince can't handle. He can't.
Let's talk about... Okay, let's kind of go back a little bit. The NXT early days. Sami Zayn obviously is on there. He still has yet to win a title.
Yep.
Neville. Let's talk about Neville.
Pac.
Hideo Itami.
Oh, God, you mean Kenta?
Tyler Breeze. I mean,
Ty Dillinger.
Yeah, Ty Dillinger.
Where are those guys?
Sean. He's now Sean Spears.
They're all gone, released. Because Vince can't handle talent like that. Time for Vince to go. What the Losers Lounge is saying is
Enzo and Cass, but that's kind of really on. That was kind of on them, though.
That wasn't on Vince.
That was on them, though. But they could have been some huge, they really were. They can make crowds pop and everything, but
there was something, dude.
Yeah.
Then they went off the rails with turning Big Cass heel, and there were big plans. Yeah, there were big plans, all right. You had him feud with Daniel Bryan for no reason.
Yeah.
And then he's released because of his backstage attitude. Just ridiculous. But we're getting way off topic with Raw, Ryan. We'll get back with that. We had Triple H and Batista.
Yeah.
So Batista rolls up in a limo, which is pretty cool. Triple H comes out and he's all ready to fight, which was pretty freaking awesome.
And here come the Guardians of the Independence scene.
Oh, I was gonna get to that. Batista come out in his shades. And there was no spotlight, which made me sad. But it was so cool to hear I Walk Alone again. Batista has been part of my wrestling childhood since I started with the WWE. So
yeah.
I've been watching wrestling for 11 years, and Batista was my very first WWE superstar ever seeing on TV ever. And I've been on this big journey with him ever since then, so it's pretty cool to see him back once again, and he cut a pretty good promo. He went straight to the point. All he wants is one more match. And who's he won against? Triple H. And that's why he attached Richard Flair, which he almost said Richard Flair in this promo, which was pretty funny.
Yeah, and he almost did say it. And it's a no-holds-barred. I kind of thought at first they were going to say retirement match or something.
That's what I was thinking. It's going to be a retirement match. But they go no holds barred. I'm like, okay, I'm fine with that. No rules, no restrictions, no nothing. But I mean, Batista's fine with getting hurt. And he's a big movie star now. Yes, he's a big movie star. He's involved with Marvel and big projects like that. So yes, he's a big movie star. Okay? He's bigger than John Cena. Don't at me. In my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
So no holds barred, man. What's your thoughts on that? We'll talk about it entirely when we get to the WrestleMania predictions, but, what is your little thoughts on this? What do you think is going to happen with that? How do you think they're going to build that up?
I like it. Obviously, I liked it this way. I liked how Batista had his little Guardians of the Galaxy security with him.
Guardians of the Independence scene, which made me crack up. I was like, hey, Triple H.
Yeah.
That was funny.
But for the next few weeks, they at least... I think they should at least keep Batista, kind of playing smart. Obviously keep the security, keep him away from Triple H. But I think at a time you could do have Batista attack Triple H, from behind or something like that. But at least we need to see at least one time where they brawl before me. It might be on the Raw before. Yeah, Raw before
Mania. This probably won't happen at all, but I want to see Triple H go to Marvel Studios and kidnap Chris Pratt and hold him hostage.
Oh, that would be freaking good.
Triple H just going to Marvel Studios and kidnapping Chris Pratt and threatening to, just pedigree him or whatever. Get a Marvel person involved. I don't think that'll ever happen, but, just imagine. Triple H going to Marvel Studios or whatever, to Batista's, go to his home or wherever, do the Randy Orton invasion again.
Yeah.
Do something like that. Get us interested. And I think since Batista, of course, is a big Marvel guy and in ties with Avengers Endgame, which is coming out in April, folks. You got Batista, Drax the Destroyer. Triple H is basically Thor. That you could have had this little tie-in where Batista, is at, the studio or whatever. You have Chris Pratt or a stunt double or whatever pretending to be Chris Pratt. You have Triple H attack. I think it'd be so cool to see Chris Pratt in a WWE capacity or anybody in Marvel in a WWE capacity. I think it'd be cool. That's just my opinion there. You do something big, make us want to in awe of this match thing. Make us holy crap, this is cool. With this rivalry. Yeah, they did last night with Monday Night Raw with the promo, which made me legit excited. I'm legit excited for this match. I cannot wait for Batista and Triple H. It's gonna be good. Other than that, do something like that to move the storyline along. And in my opinion, I really am looking forward to this match. I really can't wait for it.
Mm-hmm.
Probably Batista's last match, so it's going to be very, very bittersweet for him to end his career on my birthday, so it's going to be special. So
Yeah.
I actually am excited it's his last match, because to be honest, I kind of don't, as much as I wanted him back, like, you know, I kind of want him to go back to Hollywood, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like,
well, I mean,
think
he's
that's where
50,
more
so.
comfortable. Like, he is old. He's getting up there in age. So I think having him end his career with Triple H, I mean, I'd much rather see him end his career with Rey Mysterio, but that's just my opinion, because I grew up with Batista and Mysterio, but, you know, him ending his career with Triple H, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. I cannot wait to talk about it when we get to the WrestleMania podcast in a few weeks. And, yeah.
Yeah, so Mania's looking pretty good so far.
It is.
I want to say, of course, obviously we got Triple H and Batista set. We got Rollins and Lesnar. We got, of course, the Triple Threat Raw Women's title match. It's looking
Kurt
like
Angle
probably
will be wrestling his final match.
Probably, yeah, Kurt Angle. Probably maybe against John Cena. I don't know. Randy Orton versus AJ Styles.
That's rumored apparently. Finn Balor, we don't know who he's going to go against.
Yeah. I'm also hearing possibly Samoa Joe versus John Cena.
That's what I've heard. John Cena and Samoa Joe.
The Usos versus the Hardy Boys.
Yeah, that's going to be good.
Yeah, so far Mania's looking really good.
Yeah, it really is. They're stacking it up, man.
Speaking of Mania, WrestleMania 36 will be in Tampa, Florida next year.
That's right.
So
that's right.
I'm not really sure for sure. I might possibly be going. I don't really know. But for sure, without a doubt, Royal Rumble is in Houston, so that is confirmed to go for next year. But I may try to do WrestleMania. I don't know.
For me, I would love to make a trip down to Tampa. The only problem is it's like 8 hours away from me. I'm from Alabama, of course. So I'm not going to try and make that trip. But, of course, my fellow losers want me to meet down in San Antonio, Houston. Where's the Royal Rumble again?
Houston, Texas.
Houston, that was San Antonio for some reason. In Houston, so what the heck? I might make a little trip down. You never know. You never know where I'll show up. But yeah, man, like it's gonna be good. Royal Rumble is back in Texas. What do you freaking do? And WrestleMania, of course, is going back to Florida, which I know some people are upset about that. I was one of them, but like at this point, you know, they gotta go to the big cities. That'll give them more money. You know.
Yeah.
So there's that.
Oh, that's crazy.
And one more thing about Monday Night Raw. Dean Ambrose and Drew McIntyre.
Holy cow, what a match.
That match was crazy. Okay, so you had Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns was originally, and yes, we're going for it now because it's our podcast. You don't like it, skip ahead.
Get the hell out of here.
Bye-bye. We don't care anymore about
like we said, us Losers Lounge, new attitude. Don't like it.
New attitude.
Don't care.
New lounge.
So if you have any comments, if you have any hate comments, or you have a problem with our new attitude, guess what? We don't really care. We don't at all.
Shit. We don't care anymore. We're done caring. We're talking about the stupid fans out there. We're not talking about our actual fans. The fans actually come to our podcast to listen to us talk professional wrestling.
The fans.
We're talking about the stupid morons.
The so-called fans that come on to the Losers Lounge podcast comments and comment Sins videos, ?
Sin video.
Royal
Sin
Rumble,
video.
Sin video, ? WrestleMania,
blah,
Sin
blah,
video, ? Guess
mark.
what? You're in the wrong video, sonny boy. And you need to get out.
Sin videos, go watch
This
them.
is the Losers Lounge podcast.
We can go as long as we want. You think this is long? Wait until WrestleMania. Wait until WrestleMania.
A little tip of advice for you. Have some patience.
Patience.
Right?
Be polite. Be nice.
Yeah. And go get a job. You probably need to make some money, pay some bills anyway. Or go to school.
Yeah.
Alright? It's gonna come.
Go to school, kids.
Yeah, stay educated.
In the comments.
Stay out of trouble.
Go get educated, you psychopathic morons. New attitude, new lounge. That's all we got. Now be quiet. Go back and just go. Just go. I don't have any comeback for that, so just go. Just go. We don't care about y'all. We're talking about the
go
fans,
clean the house.
Go
clean the house. Go wash your clothes. Mow the grass.
And
vacuum the floors. One more.
And for the people who are saying that I know Kamikaze said this last week. I'm going to get my hands on you, buddy. For the people who are saying that Christian is using us, I've seen comments. Yeah, I've seen comments saying that Christian's using us. Come on, man. Christian's family to us.
Yeah.
Christian, and we're not trying to make this all about ourselves, but we want to get this point across. I know the other losers aren't here, and they all have different lives, but me and Ryan are here to set the record straight. Christian Miracle is a good person. Christian Miracle does not use his friends. Yeah. Christian Miracle is a nice human being. Christian Miracle is family to us.
I've been in many Skype calls with him.
All I gotta say.
Not doing the podcast.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Like, he is not using us. We are not using him. This is something that we wanted to... And we're going to explain our history. We're going to explain how we met when we get into the big reveal of... Excuse me, not big reveal. The big video about, our anniversary.
Yeah.
Excuse me, ignore the phone. Keep it going, Ryan. Give me a second here.
Hello. No, just kidding. Anyway, yeah. So... our 1 year anniversary is coming up. Now, I know we've been doing it longer, but we didn't really have like a consistent schedule. But anyway, sorry about the background noise, ladies and gentlemen. But anyway,
alright, that's enough. There we go.
Sorry about that,
guys.
I'm back. But anyways,
sorry about that, guys.
Yeah, so it's pretty crazy. We're on 30 episodes, and man, it is crazy. I have loved doing this. Ladies and gentlemen, you probably, I don't really know if I told any of you guys this, but yes, I do work. I find the time to make, videos for you guys, and even be on the podcast. Yeah, it's not always easy. Sometimes I work almost close to 40 hours, depending on what week it is, but I make time. I make time to do this for you, because we care for you guys, the true loyal fans. But
not the stupid fans. We care about the true fans.
Yeah. So obviously, I care about this.
You find us entertaining.
I care about my Losers Lounge.
I've always cared about this.
I care about my Losers Lounge. And that's what makes it so great, because, doing these podcasts, I can let out a lot of things. I don't really have to worry about work. I don't really have to worry about anything. All I'm doing is talking about wrestling, having fun with my friends. That's why we love it.
Yeah, man. Like, every single loser is from a different place. Christian, Canada. Kelsey, Connor, and Ryan from Texas. Me, Alabama. And then we have time to do this podcast. It's crazy.
And there's also guests. There's also guests that come onto this podcast from different places as well.
We've had lots of guests on here. And when we get back on here with WrestleMania, man, it's going to be big. I'm telling you right now, it's going to be a big episode.
Probably be longer than the Royal Rumble one for sure.
I mean, we're being honest here. We are legit being honest. It's probably going to be longer than the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
We're probably going to top that. We're probably going to break it. Because, we have been waiting so long to actually come around with one of these episodes. Just talking about professional wrestling. And people, I've been getting comments, I know we're way off topic, but it's our podcast, whatever freaking heck we want. I've been getting comments, people are saying we should talk about New Japan and Ring of Honor. Besides me, the only one who watches, I'm probably the only one who watches those products. Everyone else in here probably watches the WWE, and that's probably it. I mean, I'm not going to speak for them, but that's just me.
Let me just say
I'm probably the only one who watches Ring of Honor in New Japan.
Let me just say this. I watched quite a bit of Ring of Honor. I started getting into it about 2 years ago. New Japan, really, I haven't really been all that into it, but over the past couple years, 2 years, I've really been getting into these indie shows and everything. And I just want to let y'all know, I will be going to New Japan show when it comes to Dallas, Texas in July. So now it goes on sale tomorrow, but I will be attending that. So I'm excited to attend my first ever New Japan show. So it's going to be really awesome. So yeah, even though I don't know a whole lot about it, I'm still going to go.
Yeah, I think that's all we got covered. I mean, we got the next podcast will, of course, I believe, I got to talk to Christian about this.
Yeah, we don't know. It'll probably be, it may be
we don't know.
Late March, early April. We don't know.
That's the thing, we don't know. Because we're doing WrestleMania podcast differently.
But most likely,
we're doing our anniversary thing, a separate video, we're thinking.
Yeah, but most likely Christian Miracle will, he'll post on his community page on YouTube or on Twitter, of course, when that's going to happen. So just kind of be Just gotta be on the lookout for that. But for sure, Mania podcast predictions will come in April for sure, and it's gonna be a long one.
Yes, we will be there.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen.
We'll have all the losers.
We're done with Royal Rumble, Elimination Chamber, Fastlane. Now we are fully focused on WrestleMania 35, and of course, Willie is gonna be turning 23 on WrestleMania 35. So congratulations, buddy.
That's right, guys. Thanks, buddy. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Yes, guys, I will be turning 23 on WrestleMania. Yeah, man, WrestleMania going back to MetLife Stadium. Can't wait. Should be fun. And I can't wait to go back with my Losers Lounge, where we're going to be talking about WrestleMania. And we will be bringing guests. And not only will we be talking about WrestleMania, we'll be talking about the Hall of Fame. We're going to be talking about TakeOver. We're going to be talking about everything. Monday Night Raw, SmackDown Live, all that good stuff.
Ring of Honor, all them good shows too. We'll talk about those too.
Like, heck, we'll talk about Ring of Honor. Because we got that Ring
even though we don't really know anything, if we don't know anything about it, we're still going to give it a good congratulations.
Oh, heck yeah. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. I'm a big Ring of Honor fan, so that's going to be pretty special for me.
But yeah.
So, yeah, man.
Anything. As we wrap up, this was, I think, an hour and 15 minutes. So, yeah, almost close to an hour and a half. But Willie, any last words you want to give to our fans?
Overall, guys, keep being positive, because I know you guys are really enjoying what I'm posting on my Instagram page, the positivity stuff. It's how I live my life. It's how I do my lifestyle, and appreciate you guys for enjoying what I do on there. And, of course, shout out. Shout out to my fellow losers out there. Of course, Double R is here.
Yep.
Kelsey, we are sorry you can't make it once again.
We love
you. As you all know, Kelsey is working at
Little Caesars
place, Little Caesars, which is awesome.
Make me some pizza
for some reason. And she heavily likes pepperoni. She heavily likes pineapple pizza. I knew there was a P in there somewhere. But if you see Kelsey, tell her to make you some pineapple pizza. As for some of us losers, I hate pineapple pizza. It's disgusting.
Same. I'll take it off. I eat it separately.
Me too. Connor's doing his own thing. We have not seen Connor.
I believe he's involved in nationals in basketball.
That's right. Connor is a busy, busy boy. But he loves y'all and he misses y'all. And he's always going to be a part of us, guys. Don't y'all worry. He's always going to be a part of our little group here.
Definitely. Keep kicking butt in basketball. I've seen your post and everything. Keep doing well.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. Make me proud.
I'm seeing it all, man. Make us proud, buddy.
Definitely.
Of course, Christian Maracle. He's going to all these events.
Yeah.
WrestleMania coming up.
He was at Fastlane. Also, thank you for pointing at the WrestleMania sign. That was awesome. Lose Lounge taking over.
Yes,
and he will be attending.
This was, like legit, we are taking over. Like, side note, myself and the WWE Ryster Ryan are going to be on Ms. and Mrs. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
Lose Lounge is taking over. Taking over.
Not taking
over. ... Just saying taking over.
We're taking over, baby.
And
we can't be stopped.
Christian, hope you have a good time at WrestleMania 35. Of course, I will see you again. But Christian is going to WrestleMania 35, so I hope he does have a good time as well. Right. But anyway, so yes, thank you all for joining us for the Fastlane review. As always, be sure we'll have our social media links down below, so be sure to follow us.
Yeah.
Follow everybody.
Subscribe, like, share, and subscribe, and do all that good stuff.
Comment down below. We want to hear your thoughts, all that good stuff. But anyway, thank you guys.
We will see you all next time for the WrestleMania predictions. Peace out.
Take care, everybody.